Let your hands rest at ease. They could be rested in your lap or perhaps heavy at the sides of your body. Bringing some openness to the chest, some ease to the shoulders and the neck. And if you are sitting, just allowing your head to float on top of your spine. So that might mean bringing it backwards in space. If we're at computers all day, our neck tends to slowly creep forward. So you can imagine you're pushing your chin like it's a drawer in a cabinet, and just pushing your chin gently back without crunching the back of the neck. And we'll start the body scan at the top of the body. I find it's a very grounding practice to gradually bring the attention to the earth. You can do it the other way though too, if you're practicing at home by starting with your feet and moving up to your head. Before we start scanning the body, I'd invite you just to focus on your breath. So let your attention go where it can most easily follow your breath. For an inhale, and an exhale. Throughout this practice, on our inhale, I'm going to offer an invitation to breathe in a soothing light or soothing energy into the body. And as we exhale, I'm going to invite you just to release tension from the body that is no longer serving you. Keeping in mind just to do what is comfortable for you. So starting at our head, the top of the skull, wherever you are, seeing if you can just attune your senses to the top of the skull where it meets the air above the head. If you're wearing a hat, you might notice any pressure of the hat on the skull. As you breathe in, bringing a soothing, kind awareness to the top of your skull. And as you exhale, releasing any tension you're holding in the top of the head. On your next inhale, let's bring our attention to the back of the head. So if you're leaning against something, you might want to just notice where the back of the head meets that surface. And if you're not, just noticing where the space behind your head meets the skull at the back of the head. Breathing in a soothing, kind awareness to any tension in the back of the skull, the back of the head. And as you exhale, releasing any tension that you don't need to carry any longer. The next inhale, we'll move to our face. Noticing all the muscles in the face that work hard for us all day to show expression, articulate our language. Seeing if on your next inhale you can breathe in a soothing, kind energy to all those tiny muscles in the face, to the eyes, the nose, the ears, and the lips. And as you exhale, releasing any tension you might be holding in the face that no longer serves you. And when you're ready, on our next inhale, letting our attention move through the neck. As you inhale, bringing a soothing, kind attention to the back of the neck, the front of the neck or the throat, the inside of the neck. Allowing the warmth of that inhale just to dissolve any tension you're holding there. And on your exhale, you can release that from your body if that feels okay. On your next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the back of the body, so to the shoulders. Again, as you inhale, bringing a warm, loving tension, or you can even think of it as a soothing spotlight to the shoulders. Allowing that warmth to just dissolve any tension you're holding in your shoulders. And as you exhale, releasing it from your body if it's no longer needed. Moving on the next inhale to our middle and lower back. Noticing any space between the middle and lower back and the back of your chair. Or perhaps if you're lying down, the back of the surface you're lying down on. Maybe there's no space, just noticing. Allowing the back to just be supported by your chair or the floor. And as you inhale, bringing a loving warmth to the full back, the shoulders, the middle, the lower back. And as you exhale, feeling the support of your chair or floor, release any tension there that's no longer serving you. On your next inhale, let's bring our attention to the belly. Seeing without forcing it if we can allow ourselves to take a lovely deep inhale. Allowing the body to expand. As you inhale, the belly is like a balloon. It really expands 360 degrees. Feeling that soothing warmth in the belly. And then as you exhale, releasing any tension as the belly deflates and the air moves out of the body. On your next inhale, bringing our attention to the right and the left arm. Just taking a moment to feel the weight of the right and the left arm hanging off the shoulder blades. Letting them be heavy. And as we inhale, we'll imagine that soothing warmth, whether you're imagining it as a light or an energy, moving into the tops of each arm. The right arm, the left arm, moving down through the elbows, through the forearms, into the hands. Notice where your hands are in space. And with each inhale, that soothing warmth moves further into the hands, into the thumbs, the pointer fingers, middle finger, ring finger, and pinkies. And on your next exhale, allow that any tension travel up from the hands, the forearms, the elbows, out the upper arms, and just release it from the body. Next, feeling your seat. Feeling support from the ground or your chair. And as you inhale, allowing that warmth, that loving kindness enter your seat. Perhaps dissolve any tension there. And as you exhale, letting it leave the body, letting it go. On our next inhale, we're going to bring our attention to the upper legs, allowing that loving warmth to enter those big muscles in the upper legs. And if you notice any tension there, just seeing if you can let it dissolve and leave the body as you see fit on your next exhale. On the next inhale, breathing in that fresh air, that kind, curious attention, and bringing it to the knees. The right knee, the left knee, into the lower legs, the right calf, the left calf, left shin, right shin. And if you notice any tension there, perhaps you can let some of it dissolve with your attention and release it from the body on your next exhale. Finally, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, bringing that loving, curious attention that we're actively generating to our feet, to the right foot, the big toe, 1, 2, 3, 4 other toes. Bringing our attention to the left foot, the big toe, 1, 2, 3, 4 other toes. And if you feel like you need some extra grounding, you can almost imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, connecting you to the earth. Letting the earth support you. And when you're ready, we'll bring our attention back to the breath. It is 12:22, so if you need to go, feel free, but otherwise I'm just going to take a minute to bring you gently out of the practice. So with your mind focused on your breath, seeing if you can expand your awareness to imagine your whole body breathing. So the whole body inhales that loving, kind, curious warmth that you've created. And it exhales any tension that's no longer serving it. Perhaps you have tension that is still serving you. There's no pressure to let that go, but just letting go of anything that is any stress or tension that's no longer serving us. And when you're ready, you can release your attention on the whole body breathing. And just bring your awareness back to your presence in whatever room you're in. You might want to, if your eyes are closed, gently open your eyes. Bring a little gentle movement into the body.